I'm Ryan Miller, and I approve the following message.
Rising unemployment levels is one of the big issues America is facing at home. To increase jobs, his plan is to free up corporations, cut taxes, and the overall continuing to use a free market system of economy. The government puts too much restriction and regulation on corporations that forces them to move jobs overseas. We will cut taxes of corporations and large incomes to make these people produce more jobs. Using the free market system of economy will bring a sense of competition that will cause businesses to get larger in America and in turn bring more jobs to the American people. Senator Miller's plan to influence the education system is to improve the quality of teaching, restore discipline, raise the standards, empower teachers, and close the gap between the richest and poorest families. His plan to terminate the No Child Left Behind Act because it sets up lower income neighborhoods for failure if students don't reach the standards set for them. Unlike his many competitors who vowed to get rid of charter schools and keep the people paying more for school tuitions, Senator Miller vows to give all students the right to a better education where all parents will be able to choose a good school for their children, not only those whom have the financial assistance for it. With the growing tension going on in other countries throughout the world, Homeland Security is more vital than ever. Unfortunately, over the past couple of years, the efficiency of airport security and border control has been subpar. It's his promise to the American people to correct these mistakes and make the country safer. Our borders are being overrun with illegal aliens and illegal drugs. This is due in part to the restrictions put on border security based on environmental policies and private land managers. Senator Miller's plan is to address this situation by giving border security experts proper access to fight the border crisis. Another problem area is airport security. The Transportation Security Administration has not been doing their job as well as we have hoped. Because of this, he is urging airports to opt out of using the TSA program and hire private screeners. With these changes to these certain areas of security, Senator Miller promises to bring a safer, stronger nation. Senator Miller believes that immigration needs to be controlled better to save our jobs and to help protect the American citizens. He proposes for stricter laws on immigration and more enforcement on border control. This will help control the illegal alien population. Also, he wants to check into the businesses and make sure they aren't hiring illegal aliens. By controlling the hiring of illegal aliens, more American citizens will be employed. The United States of America is a nation of immigrants, but the immigrants need to be legal. Senator Miller believes that we should not pull out of either Iraq or Afghanistan. He supports the ongoing wars in order to ensure democracy in the Middle East and so that the American people here in the homeland can be safe and secure against terrorist threats that threaten our great democracy. The main focus is to permanently exterminate Al-Qaeda and all Islamic extremists that pose such dangerous threats to the U.S. population. Pulling our troops out of there without completing this job would go against everything we stand for as a country and would also be an insult to our fine troops who continue to fight for our freedom. In regards to the Libyan rebellion, President Obama's actions towards it is strictly and without a doubt unconstitutional, seeing as he has not sought out Congress's approval in the first place. Involving our military in a three-front war has proved to be very unsuccessful, as Hitler had done in World War II. Although Senator Miller disapproves of President Obama acting without consulting Congress first, he ultimately believes that getting Gaddafi removed from power is an important matter to address, seeing as it is in the best interest for the United States foreign policy. He firmly believes that we as a nation need to cut our dependence on foreign oil and rely much more on offshore drilling. By drilling offshore, he states that we must create more jobs at home, boosting the economic growth. However, the Democrats reject the idea of offshore drilling, which means no relief at the gas pump and a threat to economic stability. Oil will not be around forever though, so we need to believe that other sources of energy should be invested into, such as power from wind turbines, nuclear power, solar power, and replacing internal combustion engines with electric and hydrogen-powered vehicles. We as a nation must invest into building the manufacturing sites for these vehicles here at home. Thereby, we increase the economic output of America and cut our dependence on foreign oil for good. He comes from a long line of patriots. His great-great-grandfather served with Theodore Roosevelt in the Rough Riders. His grandfather served in World War II. His father served in Vietnam. Senator Miller himself even served time in Afghanistan, protecting our country and fighting to protect our freedoms.
I'm Ryan Miller, and I'm kicking the bull out of Washington.
And this candidate knows when to be safe.